And now, Minion Works presents Freelance Heroism.
Hey freelancers, and welcome back to Freelance Heroism. Before we get started with today's episode, we wanted to address some recent issues. If you've listened to us for a while, you know we're not strangers to audio complications.
Due to an electrical issue with our soundboard, one of our mics picked up some heavy static throughout last week's episode. After listening to and cleaning the episode, we realized it had unfortunately dipped into the levels for the professionals dialogue. We think it was an isolated incident and should be back on track.
Also, this week's episode is a Patreon level reward where subscribers have a chance to play in a game with us. You can check out how to enter and maybe get randomly drawn at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Now, as you know, I'm Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
We're a D&D 5e actual play podcast. Our current campaign is The Curse of Strahd, the gothic horror-inspired setting in the dangerous and fog-shrouded land of Ravenloft.
While the setting is serious, our heroes are not. Will they actually be able to defeat the vampire lord Strahd and restore peace to Ravenloft? Or will they just steal goats and invoice villagers? Join us and find out. On this episode, what are you?
That was so poppy at the end. What are you? Wow!
It'll make sense when they listen to it.
Last episode, the professional, Chunikote and Adri were separated by Strahd and faced off alone against a shadow demon, a werewolf, and Rahadin. They also learned that they each unknowingly had ties to the land before Strahd brought them to Barovia. Ragnar chose not to venture to Castle Ravenloft on his own, and instead traveled to each party member to pick them up in Strahd's black carriage.
Back at the manor, Adri asked the professional what to do when you find out that the mysterious voice in your head has been an ancient vampire lord this entire time, David. Before they met with the Mirrorverse Ludo, who had a warning, Strahd had tasked Evil Kavir and the original Ludo with a contest. Whoever dealt with the party first would win the War of the Spy Masters.
I'm just saying, like, there's a good Kavir, evil Kavir. Doesn't matter. They're both fantastic. They're both awesome. They're both better than all the other characters, good or evil.
Oh, so, okay.
I mean, do you think it would reflect on me if my doppelganger killed your dad? What if he stabbed him right in the face?
He did stab one of my dads.
Oh, what if he stabbed him, like, all the way dead?
I would be really upset.
But would you be upset at me or at yourself for not being able to determine which was the good and evil Kavir early on?
I would be mad at Evil Kavir for stabbing my dad.
But you wouldn't feel any interior guilt, is what you're saying.
I probably would feel a lot of guilt. But Adri just sort of like normally feels guilt, like at a
She's
default
Catholic.
level anyway. Yes.
Yeah, she's a Catholic doctor.
She just has like Catholic guilt going at all times.
So instead, Jake is just an alien on Earth with crabs.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to say anyone's philosophy is right or wrong. I'm just saying, you know, look at it how the crabs would look at it.
Yeah.
They worship his penis as an obelisk to the night.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go.
Oh, did I start too early? Should we have should we have relaxed for a little while and made jokes about gummy bears or whatever?
I'm just gonna go. I'll talk to you guys later.
So negative.
Hey, look, there's a new guy.
Hey,
Hi.
D-Walk looks different.
Look at him. Look at him. He's the DM now.
You see me? I DM now.
All right, fine.
Well,
Why is my
hello, everybody.
screen so dark?
What's up,
Hey,
Brett?
hey.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Hey, there's David.
There he is. Yay.
You gotta unmute yourself, David.
Or you could be the strong silent type.
He's still muted, which is
You're
awesome.
still muted, David.
We can't hear you, David. It's a game that we play.
Is that technically a good or bad thing?
It's probably a good. You've listened to our show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's probably a good
I'm
thing.
sorry.
Since the beginning.
That was probably the best part of the episode right there with me being muted.
Now, hold on. There was a short time before Bubba got on the call, so let's not forget that part.
Let's don't jump the shark just yet, guys. So what's up,
you had
Brett?
to
Tell
me
us a little about yourself, man. What got you into D&D?
Was in a bookstore at 12 years old, and the red box was on the shelf, and I'm like, that looks awesome. I want it.
Yeah. Did
Been
you
playing ever since.
Did you at least have friends to play
Marketing.
with?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't have friends at all.
How'd you play it then? Because I bought it too when I was a kid, but I didn't have any friends to play with it.
Here's the secret. I didn't. I just read everything and played games by myself. I was the player and the dungeon master.
That's just writing, which I was already doing.
Way to ruin his childhood, Rach. Good job. All right.
I think we have our first episode title.
That's just my childhood.
By myself writing stories.
That one
Why
time when
did you
Rachel
do
was
that?
a dick? Is that what we're naming
Dick
it?
Duck.
No,
Dick Duck, yes.
Episode title.
no, I'm not writing it.
You don't have
All right,
to.
we already did.
None of you actually write it.
I do.
We already have
I take
that.
notes.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I can write it in the chat if you want.
It doesn't matter if they write it or not because I have to still create the little screen thing. So no matter what they send
There you
me, I'm
go.
just going to remember Duck Dick.
Are you?
Dick Duck.
That's how Baboon Rape Cloud happened.
I'm about to say, it's the most tame thing that's come out of this podcast in a while.
Duck Dick. I'm telling you, that's a whole
No.
series, man. That's like six
No,
strips.
Not Dick
Just-
Duck. Not Duck Dick.
T-shirt.
Do Dick Duck and then make it like the little Dig Dug game.
Just
You
make
were
sure you got a
Duck
corkscrew
Duck.
as a weapon.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna do
play Skyrim, so
Rachel, we all know
finally
you don't
found
have
something to
anything
do on
better
your
to do.
Friday night.
I did. I finally
Something better
found
to do on Friday, huh?
which is just
Don't-
me by myself.
Don't let her fool you. She's had Dark Souls forever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she just
Dude,
refuses
After
to let
it
us
comes
play,
out.
to let us watch her play. I mean, I might be committing
but-
suicide here because I've committed to a drinking game where every time I see a facepalm, I'm taking a shot. So
Oh, don't do that. You're gonna die.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, we don't wanna-
that-
okay,
that-
so-
you could die.
let's just
You
go
have
out
to
on a
sign-
limb
you have
here.
to sign- You have to sign a release to do that.
We just
Yeah.
want to say that Facebook, for all the viewers out there, Freelance Heroism is in no way responsible for the decision making of our guests or their ability to give themselves alcohol poisoning. And I don't believe that any court in the
here's
world
where
would
you're
convict
safe,
Adri
because I have
for her
denounced
part in
all
this
of social
crime.
media, so you're fine.
Here's the thing, Brett. I don't know if you watched the Roll for Relief
Oh dear God.
I listened to it. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
because we actually had a facepalm counter, and me and
Oh, yeah.
Sting and Bullock all did drinks every time Rachel facepalmed. At the end of the night, I had to sleep in my office chair.
Well, there's many drinking games. How many times does Rachel say, "Oh my gosh," or "I'm not doing that"? How many times is there a face palm? How many times is there? I have to find something better to do with my Friday nights.
Why are all these
That-
about me?
That's not canon. You weren't there.
How
Yeah,
many
that's not
times-
canon.
How many times does Dees get mad about anything in general? having to do with Rachel and Bubba together? How many times the Duckling mentioned? How many times Ragnick mentions Cord or gets his Russian accent wrong?
Oh, gets
my
his
God.
Russian accent wrong, so anytime he talks,
Basically, anytime he opens his mouth.
Okay, so drink.
Oh.
It's gonna be one of those nights, isn't it? Oh boy.
Hey,
Strap yourselves in, kids.
hey, it's the kind of night I paid for. So
Right?
if,
Hi.
if I wanted a vanilla D&D game, I would just play a regular D&D game.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Freelance Heroism, where we not only invite people to come on, we make them pay for the joy to get fucked up and watch us be dumbasses. Yay!
Yay!
Did you just do the double dick smoke, David? Is that what that was?
What
Double dick smoke.
What the hell?
What? Do it again, David.
And there's the face bomb.
Okay, David, are you ready to set us into this world?
Paint us a word picture, David.
I'm gonna put a little dumbasses there on Old Svalich Road, and over here we're gonna add a couple undead. Yeah, okay.
Bubba,
I don't
don't
know
ever
why
do
that
that
hit me so
again. That was
funny.
terrifying.
Paint me a word picture, David.
I want to paint you like one of my French girls, Bubba.
That was terrifying. Do not ever do that again.
So we take place with our team of heroes traveling down Old Svalich Road on one of their normal adventures. You guys are crossing back and forth between Ravenloft as you guys are prepping for the Strahd.
For the Strahd.
The Strahd.
You prepping for Strahd?
It's like
hi, Strahd.
It's like the Facebook or taking
Would
the
you like Strahd?
marijuana.
We've got Strahd, we've got Strudel, we've got many things.
Oh, okay. Look, we're not going to do that strudel argument up in this piece. This is a Pop-Tart household.
Strudel all day long.
I mean, we could go back to arguing about Terminator.
About which one?
Ray Liotta.
You're really
Oh,
no. We're never gonna get through this Patreon.
he was my favorite character in all the D&D movies. Was Ray Liotta.
Really?
You know, Ray Liotta founded Texas. It's a true story. A lot of people don't know that.
All right. DM call.
We're on Old Svalich Road.
Okay, you guys are on Svalich Road. 4 of you are walking.
La, 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 la.
Trees are thick on both sides. The mud's under your feet as always. You feel the cold of the fog around you.
Adri's dead.
Duck soup.
Ahead of you guys, about 500 feet, you can hear what sounds like a battle going on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I suggest that we take a different route.
No, we're definitely going to check out this fight.
I can't hear anything from the ghost. Sorry, I don't speak to a dead person.
Speak with Dead. I'm going to cast Speak with Dead. That's commune with Adri. I am drawing forth my bow Ravager, and I'm going to cast a few spells and head out that way. Got Hail of Thorns and Hunter's Mark and all sorts of good fun shit.
I'm
Hunter's
seeing
Mark, you need the
paid
target.
for your...
All right, well, I'm waiting on that then.
All right.
You know what I mean.
What is Adri's dead and can't say anything?
Oh my god.
You need the turban for that routine.
I knew Jake would get it, you old motherfucker.
That's right.
Oh, trust me, I already got it.
You need the turban there, Karnak.
I got it
Thank you.
too, unfortunately.
As you guys approach this, you see. Go ahead and describe yourself, Brett.
All right. What you see before you is a male figure about 6 foot tall, and let's just say he's wearing a set of light armor. I don't remember what I gave him. Very prepared, ladies and gentlemen. Very prepared.
Well done.
I know, right?
Can you go ahead and take one professional point away from the Patreon player, please?
Already done.
Can you just take them all away? Because I don't want those.
Nobody has a choice. Nobody has a choice. I even have a segment in my book for the world, so I can give David professional points.
That's it. I feel like if I gain 2 more, I'll have to down my whole beer and then drink and then get a new one. So I don't necessarily.
You'll never get into positive digits. No one ever does.
Oh, so not even you got it.
No, I make the list. I curate it.
Well, you said nobody, and apparently the professional,
You're
as we all
in
know.
leather armor.
You're right.
Okay,
Nobody's
there you go.
nobody's never get positive points. I, on the other hand, am a somebody and have as many
All right,
points.
so
as
back to the game. You see a figure about 6 foot tall in what looks to be studded leather armor, a little worn, but still good. Raven black hair, about shoulder length, and wielding what looks to be a very long staff. Yes, I know. On his on the right shoulder sits a black bird, and the.
Well, I don't know if he's sitting there right now. You're in the middle of combat.
Oh no, he can stay there. He's very well trained.
All right.
Unless the DM wants to retcon, but to each his own. But the thing that's most distinct, or more or less just most set out about this character, is he has burgundy skin and 2 horns protruding from his head, and a tail whipping back and forth.
And he's surrounded by specters. There are 6 specters around him attacking him.
Just out of curiosity, what color was his armor and robes? He's wearing just light armor?
Yeah, he's wearing studded leather. Let's say about lavender armor with golden accents.
Pretty. All right, so we got some dude surrounded by these specter things. I don't like them because they're undead, and that's it's like my favorite enemy. So I'm going to attack the sons of bitches. I don't know about the rest of everybody, but I'm going to attack them.
Give me initiative rolls.
Yay, initiative!
Does that include me?
Yes.
Yay, I got 5.
I got 11, David.
All right.
I got a 4.
All right. Total?
Yeah.
And what's your character's name?
Tobias.
Okay.
Tobias Ziphon.
Hey, we finally got a real Toby.
Did it for you, Bubba. Did it for you.
He's going to call him Tobias the whole game now.
Yes, I am.
Hey, what was that? The 20 plus what?
No, that was the nat 20 on initiative.
Oh, that just shows how much I listen to the show. Every episode we get a Toby.
And then David, 18 and 1 for my portent rolls. I rolled a nat 1 as one of my 2 portents.
Damn. Okay,
Fantastic.
so, all right. So,
Oh yeah, everybody's getting shit initiative.
Deece, your dex mod for your initiative.
Oh, +3.
Okay.
So instead of an impotent roll, an important roll, that's an impotent roll?
But bump.
All right.
He's used to those.
Ragnick,
You guys love shit talking me. I'm gonna enjoy going through all your shit.
Deece, you'll be surprised how many patrons that come in wanting to shit talk the professional.
Yeah, how many of them has that succeeded?
To be fair, which professional do they want to shit talk? Do they want to shit the professional, the confessional, Lady Leandria?
Requests cost extra.
What was your roll, Bubba?
14.
All right.
Well, hey, if you ever need merch ideas, just make a roll of toilet paper and then have invoices printed on them.
I would buy the shit out of that.
Of course you would. If it has anything to do with a butthole or a goat, Bubba's all over it.
Don't think I didn't see that, Rachel.
What?
All right. Top of the line is Kavir. Are you going to make a move as you see what's going on in front of you?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and step off into the tree line and make a stealth attempt.
All right, roll for me.
Oh. 17.
All right. You disappear decently into the trees.
Okay.
Next up on the line is Ragnick.
Okay. I see a guy fighting how many spirits?
6.
6. I get within 15 feet and have a seat.
All
You
right.
say have a seat?
Yeah.
How close am I to these specters?
You guys are running into it. You guys saw him at 500 feet originally, but you're within running range.
Am I within a standard move action cast spiritual guardians range?
What an incredibly specific way to ask how far away someone is.
We don't get meta around here.
No, never.
I didn't think it would be this early for the Ducknado, but okay.
Well,
It's
there's
never
a bunch
too
of
early
them,
for the
right?
Ducknado.
Any excuse to Ducknado.
Hey, wait a minute. If she's within range to do any type of action, he's not wearing a hat from his description, correct?
No.
Correct.
Okay, so then AJ would have to roll a perception check versus horn obviousness, right?
Versus red-skinned.
She sees he's a tiefling.
Okay.
I mean, there's no way not to if he's not wearing a hat, and he obviously described himself as the burgundy skin with red horns and a tail. So
Okay, so then Adri would think what? Does she know about tieflings?
I don't know.
I don't know. That'd be interesting. Give me an
This
Huh.
was one of the things that me and David talked about that would be interesting.
What an
What?
observation.
What would I roll for that?
intelligence.
How about wisdom?
How about
How about
intelligence?
intelligence?
How
'Cause it's
about
knowledge.
wisdom, though?
Okay, wisdom.
How
He
about-
looks like an evil motherfucker.
Oh, snap.
I wouldn't think of it in those terms.
he
He
Not
looks
you,
like a very
Adrian.
bad man that smells bad and has poor table manners.
Mother ducker.
Okay. Intelligence, you said?
Yes.
I got a 10 because I rolled a 10.
You know he's not from this world.
That doesn't help. All right, I'm not gonna duck NATO then because I don't know if I should include or exclude him. So
David, you found the way not to get her to duck needle. Congratulations.
Oh no, the other
For
was a
now.
shooter with an arrow from a distance. You
That
ever
was
play Nintendo and you play the Duck Hunter game?
Ouch.
that dog is Adri's favorite enemy.
Yeah, you bet your ass that dog's coming after you later too. I'm gonna bring a character in just from Nintendo just to get you. I'm gonna shoot the ranger, then have the animal go right after you.
Adri's gonna have to kill a dog then.
It'll be like the
Hey,
difficulty.
Jake, you gonna let that go?
It's gonna be John
Killing-
Wick up in here.
Killing that dog, Jake.
Oh no, bad things will happen.
Murdering that dog.
Oh, I can't wait for this
Slap.
Adrian and Chinakote showdown.
I'm
Well,
moving
I
up.
can't wait
Will
to draw
happen.
this one.
I am gonna move up and I will bonus action spiritual weapon.
Of course.
Of course. One of the specters.
All right.
What are you doing, Adri? It is fair combat. Let's see what Red Man can do.
I want to help.
It is fair combat. Let Cord
Uh,
decide.
No, I want to help.
Wait, did you say cord?
Da.
How's that holy symbol doing?
Not
Oh.
so good.
Okay.
That's
to
a
make-
dick move, David. Dick
Wah,
move.
wah.
Melee spell attack. That's a 26 to hit.
Ooh. Yeah, you hit one of the 6.
Okay. I hit him for 10 force damage,
Ooh. All right.
and that was my bonus action.
Of
I
course.
used my move action to move up. And I will. Am I within striking range with my longsword?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll draw my shield and my longsword, and I'll attack one of them.
All right.
Does this person grant me advantage?
He's not an ally.
It's still
Yeah,
the
All right.
advantage would be that they're
All right.
flanked by the other opponent.
that's true. Okay. This is
No,
a-
Adria, I'm backing you up. You should have advantage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if the ghost is facing one of you and the other one is still an enemy of it, it would get this, or you would have advantage on it.
Surprised she's not using her spiritual weapon to do that.
Would my spiritual weapon give me advantage?
You've been doing it all game.
I have. What?
That's what your move is. You dug NATO, you run up, you drop spiritual weapon behind him, then you step in front with your sword and you swing.
Never rolled advantage for that.
Wow,
Awkward.
how unprofessional!
I didn't know.
Point.
I didn't know
That's
that
the
was a thing. You didn't tell me I could do that.
Didn't
I'm
you
not gonna
take?
tell you everything you can do. You guys do enough
All right,
damage.
We need to go back to like when
Rachel?
I first got ducked
Hell
in.
no.
Rachel,
I
you,
see it now.
20.
Rachel, you played with me long enough to know that it is not the DM's responsibility to know what you can do. It is yours.
I thought advantage was only granted by people.
I will point this out. The
Anytime-
DM
A spell
will
that's
take
specific-
every opportunity to make sure that you don't be able to use all of your toys. As a DM myself,
Anytime there are two fronts of attack on a person, they have to pay attention to both, and so they're splitting their attention, which means it's easier to hit them. So if there's something behind them attacking them, like a spiritual weapon or a crow that's dive bombing them from the air, and they're paying attention to that, and then you on the other side of it, then that's advantage. You get
Okay.
advantage.
All right, that would have been nice to know, David.
You know I'm gonna hear about this for weeks, right?
20.
By the way,
Four.
for you zinging on Adri, I've already subtracted some points from your negative total. So just keep that up, and you're going to be fine.
24 to hit.
It was just too good to pass up.
All right.
Does that hit?
Yes, the 24 hits.
These specters count as undead, right?
I would believe so.
Okay, so I get to do an extra d4 of damage because my sword is cold iron. Plus this, plus this, plus an extra d8 because of my divine strike. So this plus 4. 17 damage.
All right, you come in with your spiritual weapon forms behind, strikes one specter hard. As it begins to dissipate, you see their sword come through, and how much damage?
17.
All right. You're not able to actually fully destroy it, but you are able to dissipate it enough to where it's now focused completely on you, glaring at you with its red eyes.
Even though I'm doing radiant damage to it with my divine strike?
Mm-hmm. No, you dealt 27 total to it, but not enough to kill it.
Okay. And then real quick, I want to look at the guy. Be like, hi, are you what are you doing?
Eloquent as always.
Yes.
Okay, that's my turn.
Up is Chunakote. Rushing in with his...
All right. Well, I'm not rushing all the way in. I got my bow drawn. I'm not shooting at the one that Adri is fighting. I'm shooting at the other side. Is there one that's kind of between two others? Like within 5 feet of another one?
Yes. They're all 6 pretty much around him. It's like a circular as they're all moving around.
It's a circle jerk.
The prize on the inside.
Wow. You're like the cream filling.
You're the pivot man.
I am the cream filling.
All right.
That didn't take long.
Hey, it normally doesn't take a slump. All right, I'm going to shoot on the side that Adri is not on because I have some area effect stuff going on here. Firing my arrow using my sharpshooter feet.
Which bow are you using?
Using Ravager, the magic bow.
All right.
Using Hunter's Mark and using Hail of Thorns at second level. I got a 21 to hit.
That hits.
You can't use both of those.
That is true. They're concentration spells. You can only
okay. All right. Well, then I'll just use Hunter's Mark. I'll hold off on the Hail of Thorns. All right. So it's 26 points of damage total for the arrow.
All right. The magic arrow speeds through the sky. Adri can. Actually, you guys don't even hear it as it goes through because as the ghost, it hits and impacts and spreads it out. You hear it cry out in pain as it reforms itself after you strike through. And Tobias, you're up.
All right. So I see this person come up to me and try to start a conversation, which is awkward because I was focused on doing something.
Awkward is
Adri's middle name, I know.
Yeah.
It's her first name.
I was gonna say, how much did your mother not love you to name your middle name Awkward?
Lots.
Okay, but no. He'll basically turn to one of these specters and he'll cast Primal Savagery on himself, and he's going to take a swing at one of the specters.
All right.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
All right. So now I roll damage as his claws grow and have a green hue to them, and fangs start protruding out of his mouth. Takes a slash at the specter and does.
What's the attack?
13. It's a 2. It's 13 damage.
Right.
13 acid damage.
As you attack it straight out in your claws, with the hue they go through it, you realize the acid actually doesn't have the deep effect on the specter as you were hoping. It does cry out in pain, but almost mockingly, as it just turns around and refocuses on you.
Tobias will then turn to this strange little one that came to help and say, I don't know why you're here, but whatever you're doing, don't piss these off.
I mean, I already hit one, so it's probably mad already.
with her. And that ends my turn.
Okay, it attacks to the first one attacks Tobias with a 21 to his AC.
That hits.
All right, I need a DC 10.
What? Just a flat DC.
Con. No, it's a Constitution. I need a DC 10 Constitution.
15.
All right, you pass it. You take 10 necrotic damage as it goes through you. You feel it actually like tug at your life force as it goes through, but it lets go as it goes through.
Nothing I'm not used to.
Second one attacks Adri. Rude. And that is a 18 to Adri.
That will not hit.
All right. It's reflects off your armor and bounces back and recircles around. The second one attacks is a 19 to Adri.
Not hit.
That one also reflects and bounces around. One takes off after Ragnik with a 20 to your AC.
Hey, your fight is over there, asshole. That hits.
You take 10 necrotic damage. Give me I don't even know why I'm asking for a DC con check of 10, but I am.
Well, I rolled a 10.
Don't worry about it then. It didn't work. You scared the shit out of it and it didn't do it.
You son of a bitch. Why you do this?
And the last one, that one misses. And the last one misses as well. And you can just hear them start hissing in anger as we start back at the top with Kavir.
I'm going to. How many are there standing right now?
There are 6 of them total. One's on Ragnik, and the other 5 are around Adri and the stranger.
All right, I'm gonna move up to the one that's from out of the tree line, up to the one that's near Ragnik. I'm gonna get behind it. With all my bonuses, I got a 20.
All right.
Is that a hit?
Yes.
And they take damage from radiant, yeah.
They take damage from. They take damage. We'll see what happens.
That's 36.
Okay, what kind of damage is it?
Part radiant, part standard, and then part psychic.
All right, cool.
They should take full damage, right?
Yeah, they do. That was what, 26?
36.
36.
All right. That one's crying out in pain and is really having a hard time reforming after that strike. And
I'm gonna make a comment. I'm gonna make a mental tally. That is 30 gold for one.
All right. Up next is Ragnik.
Well, since they've decided to bring the fight to me, I'm going to stand up, draw my sword,
Grapple the ghost.
draw my sword, and crack my neck. That's the end of my turn.
All right.
Can you hit a ghost with another ghost?
I'm sure I can try.
Adri, give me my vacuum cleaner back.
Stop, you Ghostbusters, damn it. All right. Up next is Shunikote. No, Adri, my bad.
Can I tell how injured the specter is? The one that I hit before?
It's hard to tell when you're looking at air and
Yeah.
ectoplasm and other stuff. It's just floating in the air.
Okay. Then I will have my spiritual weapon hit the one that I was at.
All right.
With advantage.
Mm-hmm.
The spiritual weapon gets advantage?
Everything that is fighting it gets
You're on
advantage.
the other side of it.
I'm the worst D&D player.
Yes, you are. Oh, wait.
It's how you got killed.
That's Deece's new ringtone.
I don't know. I still like Brain Baby with Jake. You impregnated my brain. I'm like,
Oh, that was awesome.
I wish I could remember that game.
26. 13 force damage.
And you kill that ghost.
Okay. Can I still move it? Can I? So it says as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon and repeat the attack. I did the attack first. Can I still move the weapon?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
5th edition allows you to move before and after attacks.
Okay, so I'll move the weapon to another specter. and then move to that specter, and then attack it with my sword with advantage. 24 to hit.
24 to hit. All right, you hit.
22 damage total.
All right. Now, are you attacking one that's already been attacked, or are you attacking a brand new one?
I'm attacking a new one.
All right. So how much damage?
22.
Okay, 22. You
Yes.
come out as Adri moves, she swings the sword about and it lights as it cuts through the ghost and separates it, and then it reforms back again as they have been doing. And this one also just zeroes in on you. Though last time it zeroed in and you didn't actually do anything to him.
Yeah, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, right. It's when it's on life drain, your guys'
No
ass
ghost?
drop your actual permanent HP.
What?
Oh, that's why I picked these little bastards. When they life drain you, you actually drop your total, not your. You take damage and your total drops.
Wow.
So enjoy that for the rest of the game.
Got my spells.
Did you learn mass restoration today?
Nope.
I've
Next
lesser
up
restoration.
is Shunakote.
All right. Wounded Spectre.
All right.
I'm firing an arrow. I've got a 21 to hit again, and with the hunter's mark, sharpshooter feat, 25 points of damage.
All right.
There's something strange in this neighborhood.
Yeah, but we just got here.
Your arrow
Yes.
goes through and dissipates the specter.
We should probably call someone.
But who are you going to
But,
call?
but who are you going
That's
to
the
call?
question.
Damn it. Facepalm.
I hate to tell you guys this, but just like on the Barovian CPS, the Ghostbusters has been shut down.
The Goatsbusters?
There's a giant invoice on the
No,
building.
the Ghostbusters.
Goatbusters is right here under my kilt.
That's gross. Everyone's vomiting.
Yay!
That's another one.
And we broke Rachel.
You're gonna die, Brett.
That's fine. I got nothing else to. I got nothing else to do this week.
Okay.
There you go.
You're going to die, Brett. Well, unless I can find something better to do with my Friday night.
Exactly.
All right, Tobias is up.
Okay, seeing that that spell didn't work, the claws and fangs retract, and I'll go ahead and cast Toll the Dead on the one that I recently attacked.
All right,
17.
17 hits.
Okay, so he takes 2d12.
All right.
2d12 necrotic damage.
No, is that the one that holds the undead in place, or is that chill touch?
And that's chill touch.
Damage.
13. The creature hears the bells tolling as its life is ending, basically.
And you actually realize that it laughs at you as you deal necrotic damage that does not affect it at all.
Yeah. There's a facepalm for myself.
This feedback is killing us.
But I'm not sure
David,
where it was coming
check
from.
your headset real quick. No, it's still there.
Hang on. I'm going to go through the list. Everybody just hang on.
Hold on, I would hate for your episode to not work.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yep, it's Brett.
There was a fan going on in my room, apparently. That might have been it.
Right on, sorry guys.
No worries.
I would hate for you to be a Patreon episode and then it not be usable because of audio shit.
No, that's fine. I bet say that I still got to meet y'all. That's basically what I'm paying for more than anything.
Aw.
Aww.
Now I'm going to feel bad. I just nat 20'd you.
No, you're not.
I just kicked your ass now.
No, you're not, and that's perfectly fine because I'm running a session after this, basically with complete new people who've never played D&D. So
Oh, that's
you're
the
back.
best.
Nice.
You just
That
got
is
another
the
professional
best.
point for being heartwarming. So
God,
you're back up. You're
anybody
back up
else
to 19.
Itchy? Is anybody else itchy? God, it's
So,
It's
Go
duck
ahead.
dander.
Yeah,
give me
dude.
a
Brett,
con check for DC 10, Brett.
you're getting like the herpes of fucking social standing, just letting you know.
next thing you know, I'll be craving duck and goat.
Yep.
What am I doing, David?
Big con check.
A con check?
Yeah, DC 10.
22.
All right. Then yeah, you just take 20 damage.
Just 20 damage.
Just 20.
It critted as it life drained through him. And the next one, that is a 21 to Adri. Her
21 will hit.
All right. That one actually goes through your armor and through you. Go ahead and give me a DC con of 10.
I got a 12.
I mean, you take 10 damage.
Thanks.
The one still alive goes after Dees with a nat 20.
Okay, hang on.
Go for it.
He has a disadvantage.
Thank you, Bubba.
17 to Dees's AC, or Kavir's AC.
It's gonna hit. Yeah, to Deese's AC. I know what you're feeling like.
So, give me a con check of 10.
A con check?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Okay.
What are you trying to sell him?
Not a deception check, Dees. Constitution saving throw.
God, you guys are such jerks to me.
Really?
Maybe 16 total. I don't have this roll pre-programmed.
No.
My con save and strength checks, those are not preset.
You do take 10 necrotic, though.
Okay.
And the last one goes after and misses as he tries to go up against Tobias, and it cannot penetrate. And we are up to don't.
The tail was in the way.
Yeah, good block there, by the way.
Thank you.
Kavir's up.
Blocking that ghost penetration.
Hey, we don't need another scary movie on our hands.
No, you don't understand about Bubba and ghost penetration.
Maybe goat penetration.
The five thumb wizard rides again.
I'm sorry, that's so stupid.
You're up, Kavir.
Sorry. I hadn't thought about that fucking thing since the one we played it, and it was like, yeah, it's fucking 5 thumbs on each hand. Okay. How many more standing up now?
There's the one in front of you and Ragnick, and then 3 others.
Okay, the one I hit's still standing.
Mm-hmm. That's the one that just hit you.
Right. I'm gonna move to another one that looks like it hasn't been damaged.
All right.
And get into position to give myself advantage.
All right.
21 to hit.
That hits.
And sneak attack.
Plus
Dude,
19.
45 damage. I'm using both, two-handed.
Okay. As you cut through with the sun sword and your shadow blade, you're able to dissipate the ghost completely. The specter doesn't even stand a chance as you go through it.
That's another. That was a one-hit kill, so that's 40 gold. Don't worry, we're running a special today. You're fine.
And we are up to Ragnick, who's standing there alone with a ghost after Kavir left him.
Tough when I think that the only currency I have is this bird on my shoulder.
That's fine. I'll take the bird.
So, you come here often?
What?
You sound like ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
Alright, so with the sword, that's a 24 to hit.
Damn!
Second attack is a 26 to hit. I'm guessing those hit, right?
Yeah. This is your normal sword, right?
I only have a normal sword.
Alright.
Wait, Ragnar's actually using the sword?
Yep. 24 damage, David.
Okay. On the first one or the second one?
Both.
Alright.
I want to do...
that does kill it. Alright.
So how many more are standing now, David?
No, Ragnick slashes that one enough to where it kind of mocks the first one when the second blow comes through and just literally obliterates it. And there is 3 left. No, I'm sorry, 2 left.
What? Are there 2?
Yeah, just 2.
Fucking A.
Adri's up.
All right. How hurt does this new guy look?
About the same as when you started.
Hasn't even
You
hit.
really haven't. You've hit it, but the problem as they reform
No,
themselves.
the tiefling.
Oh, I don't know. How hurt do you look?
I've taken a few hits.
I will cast as my bonus action, Healing Word. I'll cast it at just first level.
He bursts into ash and scatters in a large scream.
What's the word?
You haven't
Ducker.
heard? You haven't heard?
The bird,
The
bird,
word.
bird. The bird is the word.
The word. The bird, bird, bird.
Man, if
Which
you'd
goes
if
right
you'd
along
have-
with the whole duck theme.
if you'd have bet $1,000 and like, who is the one that's gonna break in the song with the bird is the word, I would have put anything down on Bubba.
Oh, it's
I would-
Jake. It's always going to be Jake to burst into song with old references.
Oh, that's true, but this was a corny old reference, so that means it was Bubba. So, if it's an old songwriter you've never heard of from like the 1700s, then it's gonna be Jake. If it's the stupid thing that nobody wants to say because it's stupid, it'll be Bubba.
I mean, if it was carved in stone, it was Jake.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it too. If it was written on a typewriter or anything past that, then it's gonna be Bubba.
No, the typewriter's still Bubba. Yeah.
If it's etched on a wax tablet or written on papyrus, then it's Jake.
Right here. Yeah, if you had to dip the pen in the inkwell. Yeah.
Rachel,
say-
what are we doing next Friday night? Because I can't do this anymore.
Oh wait, no, I do know. Dark Souls Remastered is coming out. I'm gonna play
No.
that.
And
Oh,
you're not going to
no.
stream that either.
It is on Steam,
Yeah, I know.
so it is for me. I'm gonna look to the tiefling guy. I don't even know if I know that that's what a tiefling is, but he hasn't attacked us. And I'm gonna say, hey buddy, feel better, and heal you for 9.
David, I have a question.
Yeah.
Anachronistically yours.
Since this has been doing damage to me, has that been lowering my HP even though I've passed all these Constitution saves so far?
Yes. The Constitution save just lowers your total, because they're still doing 10 necro.
So I still have my max.
Yes.
Okay, so
If
I
you
am
actually failed the save, it would drop your total HP until you guys had a long rest or something. And
Right,
then
the Constitution
yeah,
damage.
but your actual, you got
So,
you are taking
so
damage. You're
you
just not taking
you healed me for 9 and said, "Here you go, feel better, buddy."
Yeah, I said, hey buddy, feel better.
Hey, at least you got healed. We got a
Without
player that
asking.
never.
That's
Or
true.
bitching.
Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 games just to get someone's trust to heal
Sometimes
you.
sometimes you got to loan out a hat to get healing.
Yeah, that's true. Or help promise to find someone's ghost mom.
And
Whatever the case may be.
Hey, we might be killing our ghost mom right now.
no, you're not, because she didn't die in Barovia. Her spirit isn't here.
Really?
Wow.
Are you
Never
sure?
heard of
Really?
Channel Undead.
That's
There you go. You're getting the you're gonna get the wrath of the duckling here, so you better watch out.
I'm just saying, you're already on her good side. Please lean in. Just
don't
lean
think I
into what
am.
you're doing.
I think
So
I'm
if
on
we-
her. What the fuck is that side?
but yeah, Adri wants to keep you alive long enough to figure out what you are.
Little does she know that I'm a bard.
Oh,
God,
No,
no.
you're not.
no, I suspect something else.
Okay, so that was my bonus action, and then for my action, is there one that I can?
The
get
other
advantage
two are
on?
right. Yeah, both
Okay.
of them.
Okay. So I will attack one of those. Have either of them already been injured?
Both.
Okay. So I don't know, whichever one's closer.
All right.
25 to hit.
That is.
Okay. 21 damage total.
And that drops that one. Your blade shines bright and burns it out
Yes.
as it goes through. And we are down to Chudakote.
Yes, who's forgotten that he now has 2 attacks per round until this point. So anyway, there's one left.
Yes.
All right. I'll fire 2 arrows, a 20 to hit and a 19 to hit.
Both hit.
27 points and 28 points, respectively.
And the arrows go through and just toast the last one. It shreds.
I'm really digging the sharpshooter feat with the hunter's mark.
Yeah, take
Really digging that.
Well, the sharpshooter feat, you take -5 to your attack roll.
Yeah,
Add 10
and a
damage.
plus 10 to damage.
Now, the same thing happens with the greater weapon feat.
Mhm.
If Bubba ever went that way, I'd be even more trouble. Is he takes a -5 to his attack and then adds 10 to damage.
Yep.
There's a power attack
Now,
analog.
a sharpshooter, you can only do that on the first attack of a round, I believe. I don't think you can actually do it on both.
Hey, nerd.
Okay.
How
Well,
about-
then it would have been like 27 and 18 points of damage.
I'll verify that right now, though, for you. You can actually use sharpshooter on every attack.
Okay.
Woo!
I'm going to walk up into the group and look at the red guy. Your name is not Majestic, is it?
Oh, my name is not Majestic.
Good. Then I did not have to murder you.
What are you?
Should I take offense to this?
I don't
Yes.
know. No,
Yes, very.
I don't.
The big booming voice from the sky says.
As I am just like you are.
You don't. No, I'm an elf.
So you are elf. What are you,
Oh,
like second, third cousin
No,
removed?
So
you're
you're
not-
related?
no, you're not related. No.
I would like to say in Elvish, yeah, no shit.
Ah,
As you do that, Adrian only understands the words "yeah," "no," but
Yeah.
Kavir understood the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take both of my swords and have the energy dissipate in them and put them
Alright.
away, and then walk over to him and hand him the piece of paper with my 2 kills fees on it, detailed and broken down into damage, and I'm gonna look at him and be like, she doesn't like cursing.
Says,
Right now.
I'll take the piece of paper and say, oh, thanks, and then I'll blow my nose in it. But I think I had something in my nose.
Yeah, that's fine.
You had
The fact
something.
that
You had something in
you
your
took it
nose,
is-
Yes.
like cocaine.
No, you see
Yeah.
what happens is I sneezed and all the ghosts appeared.
Well, bless you.
I think
Research-
you have someone to do that.
I want to be like, research is extra. I'll walk away.
So you sneeze and bad guys show up. Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry. What are you? No one answered me. Are you? Can I roll
Oh my
religion? I'm
God.
gonna roll religion because he looks
All right,
kind of
yeah.
demony.
Yeah, go ahead and roll religion.
Oh no, based. I got an 11.
Oh my God.
Uh,
He's an elf. He's
I'm
a
the
red
worst-
elf.
I'm
He's
the
your
worst cleric.
I'd be happy with that being the episode title. I'm sorry, what are you?
I'm gonna walk over to Adri and say he is a blood elf.
That's copyright.
What is blood elf? That sounds like something from Shitty Gang.
First off, that game wasn't shitty the first 5 years it existed, but it got shitty towards the end.
Agreed.
And then I'm gonna be like, it's a bloody elf. They are from around the same region you would be, but their skin is hued red because the trees in their natural region. I'm gonna look back at them and kind of like wink at them. I'm like, the trees in their normal area are red bark and red leaves.
Exactly. It's natural camouflage. Familiar with it myself.
I don't
So-
believe any of you.
So you are. So are you related to other elves back in town too?
Mm-hmm. All elves are related.
No, we're not.
Nah.
He is a long cousin.
I do
No,
not
we're
know other elves in town, no.
Once removed and twice added, cousin of Adri.
He's not my cousin.
He's probably your cousin.
No, he's
That
not.
doesn't sound good.
Do you
I
know
mean-
about your mom's brothers and sisters?
She didn't have any.
Rachel, at this point,
Oh, so then
he
you
could
don't know.
absolutely be your fucking dad for all we know. Well, I mean, that's happened. That's canon.
Hey, everybody's Adri's dad. Okay,
No,
that's how it works.
that's not how it works.
Yes, all elves have 22 dads.
No.
It's in my book of elfiology right here.
I thought that was just your book of invoices.
Oh no, I use scroll paper for invoices, but I do have a book that has all the tallies recorded.
So if
Jake
you
owes me a shit ton while he's away. Let me just say,
if your
he owes
name
me a lot.
if your name is not Majestic, what is your name?
My name is Tobias Zefran.
Tobias. That is a nice name. That is a strong name.
Thank you.
I love that he'll only do it if it's annoying.
Of course.
So, what brings you out here?
Let me pull up my note that was sent to me that I had memorized to a point.
Until
Let me guess.
till the
From
last
guild?
till the last hour and a half of nonsense.
I do not know the skill that you speak of. I'm out hunting.
What are you hunting?
A wraith?
A wraith?
Yes, my queen asks me to hunt wraith.
Your queen,
My queen.
the elf queen.
What?
And I'm looking at him. I'm like, the elf queen, right?
No.
The elf queen, you mean? Surely she goes by a different name, but clearly the elf queen.
The Queen of the Blood Elves.
He says.
Yes.
He says no, and he points to the raven on his shoulder and he says, "This is my queen."
Right. And I'm going to look around at everyone and I'm like,
What?
blood elves are naturally insane. They're driven mad by the echoes in the trees.
Now, see, some
Right.
of them are also skilled in shape changing, so that could be another Blood Elf. Your
True.
Majesty.
Jake actually thinks the bird's royalty. He's like bowing.
Yep, it's a shape changed Blood Elf Queen. Yep.
The raven
Okay.
the raven caws at you and gives you a slight nod.
See, Raven, Wolfbird. We're best
Hold on.
friends already.
I'm gonna summon my my animal familiar, my undead crow,
Oh,
and I'm gonna
God.
have it sit on my shoulder.
Is this something I don't know about yet?
Yes.
And I'm gonna set it on my crow and be like, check it out. I have a queen as well. Queens for everyone.
With that, Owlbay flies out of the air.
I do not.
Actually, it does. Albay's jealous and lands right on Chukote's shoulder.
I don't know.
Nuzzles against Chukote's neck.
I do not know what is going on, so I'm just going to go this way. Goodbye.
Can I? Is there something I can roll to figure out what he's talking about?
Yas, queen.
Sure, give me a religion check.
No, that's in base.
What do you know about the blood elves?
I'm going to scratch Owlbay's head.
He actually
You're
dropped
asking
it.
for it, Jake.
He dropped a hit
I
on
know.
religion, so I'll give her one more religion check.
It was 17. Is that good?
You have heard of this god or this deity before? The Raven Queen? You don't know what she's about, but you have heard of her, and you do know her servants do travel in smaller circles. But your mom pretty much took the book away from you right after you found it about the Raven Queen and burned it.
Oh, that's just gonna make her want to know more.
There are scary pictures in it.
Yeah.
So book burning runs in your family, then, is what I'm
Yes.
getting.
Banishment of knowledge.
Yeah.
Kidnapping.
All of their birthday parties are Fahrenheit 451 related.
Oh,
Oh, God.
It's the theme parties.
Excellent literary reference, by the way. Bravo.
Adri's better than all of us at referencing literature. You have a conversation
but that
with her
was
for
still
10
good.
minutes and you feel like the dumbest person on the planet. You're like,
See-
I haven't read anything.
It can't be as bad as Ragnick. If it's not a pop-up, it's not interesting to him.
Yeah, he read a Shoney's menu one time and talked about it for 6 weeks.
Worst part is I found book on goats, was sitting in lap, didn't have pictures, but was suddenly pop up.
That was a speaking spell. The goat
Ragnick-
says, "Get off me."
Ragnick, you actually know what it is. You have traveled around this circle before. The Raven Queen servants, they have a thing for hunting intelligent undead. You have come across them before, but normally they travel in darker circles because their tactics and their maneuvers and their hunts are not for the faint of heart. in the different areas you've been, you have run across their servants before.
You know, since you are after intelligent undead, I feel as though we should probably give you a hand. I'm not a big fan of the whole Raven Queen thing, but I understand, and I've seen your tactics at play, and I am a fan.
I mean,
Undead are an abomination that I cannot abide.
I mean, it looks like you already have two hands. I don't think you can lose one.
Oh, Adri has some extra hands.
Don't.
Check your bag.
Check your bag.
There is
pre-
nothing.
Probably
No.
tangled up in the sheets.
No, there's nothing.
The revenge of the hand.
As Adri opens her bag, she sees a little note saying, "Here you go for safe travels."
No.
She carries
The old
she carries the
hamburger
thing
helper.
from the Addams Family in her bag.
Oh man, there's an episode coming up that you're definitely going to want to listen to. That shit is hysterical. The revenge of the hand.
Yes, but yes, I was just going to this town that the Strays has been prowling, I assume. And the sneeze came upon, shall I say.
So does this happen every time you sneeze?
No, it only has to be a very powerful one.
Very powerful sneeze. Okay, so everybody put away your black pepper, because I do not want to be fighting Wraith and have Tobias. Very strong name.
Yes, it's how the saying goes, trapping fish in barrel.
Yes.
Yep, that's how the saying goes.
Yes. I've heard it saying. I like it. So which town and which direction?
East, just south of here.
Come on, friend. And I pat him on the back and we take off south.
And David, I cannot pronounce the name of the town, so
Martikova.
there you go. It's a town of Marikova. Is this way.
I pat him on the back and I take off walking that direction.
All right, Reinix.
I'm following along.
I'll follow along. Are you
So-
still hurt, Tobias? Do you need more healing?
It would always take more.
Okay.
That's what she said.
I'm with you, man.
No.
I could always take more too.
Not touching it. Not touching that one.
No.
That's what she said.
I always drop these subtle hints, and it's either they take it or they don't take it.
Oh, we
Well,
take it,
healing
big
is
boy.
you.
We take it.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Oh, let's not do the whisper tone, dude.
Wow.
Both of you guys, it keeps
what-
getting worse.
Let's not let's not make this an ASMR podcast.
I actually like those. I was surprised.
I don't know what that is, but I'm digging it.
Yeah, just fill in the acronym for whatever you think it would be, because I'm sure you can come up with something better.
So you guys are walking down Old Svalich Road together like a scene from an old Peter Pan movie, singing "Following the Leader."
Do we have to sing the song too?
Oh,
No.
please.
Please
As
don't.
you guys reach Martikova, you guys see a horrific sight in front of you. The town has pretty much been slaughtered. It's a smaller town, one store, one barn, a couple houses, more on the outskirts, but the whole center, just the place is, windows are broken, bodies are around on the ground. You can almost hear the death of the wind as it's just quiet through the town, no noise.
So it's just another town in Barovia, is what you're telling us.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm gonna do an investigation check.
All right.
So I'm going into stealth mode.
What was your investigation?
24.
All right.
I wanna know exactly how the bodies look like they were killed, to try to determine what type of creature might have done it.
Okay. As you get closer, it's not that you see blood anywhere. It's like their souls have been drained. Eyes sunk back in, mouths open, just kind of like husks of what they were.
By the positioning of the bodies, right? Does it look like they were running and that they were closed in upon, or were they trying to fight it?
Some you can see try to fight it, but to no effect. You see a farmer's scythe on the ground. You see a few pitchforks. You see a pickaxe. Shovels, They try to defend themselves. Didn't
And
work.
from the distance of the bodies from where the ones that were fighting it are to how far away the ones that were running are, can I determine about how long the battle lasted based on average movement speed?
The ones that were fighting looked like they lasted longer. Well, you probably guess they lasted longer. The other ones didn't last much.
Right, but I mean the time between when those ones were killed and the next one was killed. I'm trying to build a profile on what kind of creature, like, so based on how fast they move.
They was dropping bodies pretty quick.
David, can I use a bonus action to use my Soul of the Raven ability?
Sure.
All right. So Tobias is going to. You see, the raven on his shoulder calls maybe 3 times, and then you see him slowly merge with the raven to where he's basically the raven itself, and he takes to the air and gets, no pun intended, a bird's eye view.
Does he become actually the raven? Does he sucked
Yes,
into the raven?
Yes, he actually gets sucked into the raven. So he's now basically a tiny raven.
About how high do you get above the town?
Say about 50 feet above the town.
All right. As you're looking down the town, you see. I mean, you see the layout of the town. You see more bodies. You're not seeing the wraith anywhere at the moment.
All right. Do I see anything incriminating besides dead bodies all about? Any live bodies or anything besides basically the equivalent of a ghost town?
Nothing outside.
I'm gonna shoot a message up at the bird.
Okay, what does it say?
I want you to try to determine where there will be a point where the thing arose, where all the bodies are sort of running away from. There will be a point where all the people that are dead will be facing in opposite directions. The center point will be where we should go investigate.
Okay, can I see if I can determine where this started, where whatever did this came into town?
Give me a perception or an investigation.
Okay. Got a 14. If it helps, I can see 100 feet and have dark vision.
Okay. You're not high enough to actually be in the fog layers, so that's not blinding you right now. As you look around, you see a rundown building. It looks like it could have possibly been a church at one time. It seems that most of the bodies seem to be running from there.
Okay. I'll go ahead and fly back down and reform, as it were, into my original form and share that information.
All right.
Whatever did this is from said church over there, place of worship.
Could you tell what kind of church it was? Who the deity was?
Not
from that roof. No, not from that angle. You can't.
How far from where we are is it?
50, 60 feet. You guys can make it there, no issue.
Okay.
You guys aren't in combat yet. You guys are still free move.
Yet.
I got a 25 on my stealth check, by the way.
All right.
These bodies that are on the ground, they still look whole though, right? They just look
there is no actual scratches or blood from them. They're just kind of drained, just dead.
Did you say that the church was 30 feet from us?
About 50 to 60.
Okay.
I mean, you guys aren't in combat. Rounds about 6 seconds. It'll take you guys less than 20 seconds to get there. 30 seconds.
Hey, Ragnik.
Yep.
Since me and Ragnik have traveled together before, he kind of knows what the binding means. To go up and tie everyone's legs together.
Just like the candles, got it.
Yeah, I'm going to take the left side of the candles that he would... This part is more simple. He would know this one.
I start tying all the shoelaces together.
Right. That's essentially what we're doing. We're just going to go to the other side of the road and tie up their legs. Just to make sure he doesn't have a bevy of undead soldiers if asked for him.
I put a blanket on every single body.
As we go by with the blankets, Tobias is going to look very confused as to the amount of linen that this woman has.
There's
And-
mysteries of Barovia that not even Strahd knows.
She's got like a t-shirt
That's a-
cannon.
yeah,
She just
it's
shoots
a-
at the bodies.
You've heard of bag of holding. This is bag of blanketing.
Yeah.
Adri Poppins.
And I'll go ahead and activate my ghostly gaze and start concentrating on that to where anything within 30 feet I can see through solid objects.
All right. Ragnik, is your focus on the bodies as you're tying right now?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not
All
paying
right.
attention to anything else.
All right. And Kavir, you're tying bodies too, right?
Yeah, on the other side.
All right. So is Tobias alone walking towards the temple looking at it?
I assumed we were all walking and cheating and walking and cheating at the same time.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking focuses right now, because Ragnik's focused on tying things up. Kavir's focused on tying things up. Adri's putting sheets on everything, which leaves
You
you, and
don't-
Chunakote's focus. And you just said you're at the temple, so Chunakote, where's your focus right now?
I would be walking towards the temple.
Yeah,
I am in stealth mode, so I'm hiding behind everything I can. Bow is out drawn.
All right.
I don't understand how tying
Yeah.
requires all my focus.
Yeah, I'll be walking
Fucking
towards
tying
the
a knot. I get how it works for Ragnak. He has to really focus on anything.
So
But-
you're doing those
you-
fancy
you-
sailor knots. That's what it is.
You hear me? You hear me over there? The rabbit goes through the loop with every time.
Under the guillotine and head comes off.
That totally explains it. As soon as I'm hearing him do that, I'm probably focusing on shit talk and tying things. So that I understand.
All right. So as you look forward, you see in the temple, you do see something moving around inside.
Yeah,
Can
I
we
wouldn't be
tell-
able to
can we
see
tell what,
exactly what it is? It'd be like a transparent image.
It is transparent as it goes through. You just see it going through chairs and going through things. Now, Chunakote, you don't have eyes on it at the moment because his ghostly giving him the spell to look through the walls.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right.
What can I tell? What deity the temple was consecrated to originally?
You see bits and pieces of a sun.
Okay.
It's
It
the
would be
Morning
safe.
Lord.
It'd be safe to assume the Morning Lord.
Okay.
So far, you guys haven't come across the oldest deities of Barovia
Mhm.
and the other factions of Ravenloft. You guys
Yeah.
you see the temples of the Morning Lord. You
Mhm.
guys haven't seen the Night Mother yet.
Mhm.
The what?
So, yeah, there's a darker deity at play in Ravenloft we haven't brought to the game yet. We will soon.
All right. So I would recognize this as a place of holiness at one time.
Definitely until this place
Okay.
was completely
All right.
sacked.
That's all I needed to know.
All right. As you do approach it, you do see it's moving inside. You also see what it appears to be a life form, a humanoid, trapped inside as well.
All right, so there's two
It seems
inside.
like the wraith can't get to.
All right. So I'll hold back for the strangers to get to me, and then regale that there's two things inside.
Stranger, strangest, tomato, tomato.
I don't judge. No kink shaming.
Hey, David, can I get a ruling real quick?
Of course.
If I were to wear a costume, right, and I were to walk up to someone and tell them for my deception check, right? If I were to tell them, I am named Master Kavir the Professional, and I am in a costume, and my role, I used my Portent auto fail, my one.
Mm-hmm.
Would I fail at convincing them that I am me in a costume, and they would assume that I was the real thing?
Are you doing double negatives here?
Yes,
Yep.
he is. If you used your one to convince somebody of the truth, they would assume it would be a lie.
Right, but if I try to convince them, they would assume it was a lie? Boom! Fantastic.
If you use a natural one, it is the exact opposite of whatever reaction you want.
Oh, fuck.
Period. That's a nat one.
Yeah.
But what if I pretend
No,
in
it's
my
the
heart of hearts
exact
that I want
opposite
something else?
of whatever it is you want.
This is
lying to yourself is the most potent lie of all?
Oh my God.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'd like to point out that I'm really been closer to that raven than Bubba could ever be to that goat.
Oh, that's weird. You said you're closer to your raven than he is to his goat?
I have become the raven, so unless he can become the goat.
Well, I'm sure he's tried.
Don't tempt him.
I mean, I'm sure he's worn the goat before.
Oh, yeah,
only as a sock.
like a third mitten.
And there's the face palm.
If you're gonna cook goat, make sure not to stuff it, because it takes longer to cook.
Hey, extra seasoning.
Oh, gross. Speaking of cream filling that you were talking about earlier, I'm gonna get this guy so drunk by making Adri facepalm over and over and over again.
Hey man, just
To be fair,
full of butter.
you should never baste your own turkey.
Great. Now I'm hungry.
Oh, Jesus.
For love.
Wow.
This is that stovecock stuffing.
And
Oh, dear God.
And cue the Friday night joke.
Did you hear about the cowboy that had cow shit in his mustache? He
No,
was
tell
looking.
me.
He was looking for love in all the wrong places.
I didn't know what I expected. Okay, sorry. Back on track.
Something better.
No, you weren't.
Can you imagine before there were any other players in the game when it was just me and Bubba adventuring on our own before we met up with Madame Ava? That's all the conversations were like this. It was just him saying gross shit and me being mad.
You're not mad. You're just disappointed.
That's what I should do. I should do the old mom and dad trick. I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, Ragnar.
He's gonna take away your crayons.
All right.
Niet.
So he's gathered all of you guys back up and let you know about the two bodies inside, the one incorporeal and the one not. Ragnar, if you focus on the temple, you see through your eye that he is correct. You do see someone trapped inside that the Wraith can't get to.
Oh, and just so Brett's up to speed, I might have a hag
Ripped his
stone
eye out.
implanted in my eye.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You know, as you do.
Yeah.
As one does. Carve out their
as
eye and
one
place
does.
a fucking jewel in it.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it worked for Minion Works. Why not y'all?
Did they do that?
What?
Yeah, they literally had replaced someone's eye with a magical eye, and then it happened to
Bullock.
be fused with the Warforged. So
Yeah, that was Bullock. I forgot all about that.
That's rad, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that Minion Works did things because
They're like the Simpsons to us.
right. They're like the Simpsons to us.
Minion Works, the cleaner version,
That's bad that they're the clean version.
and they have Steam. So.
Yeah, they have Crystal
what?
Dick, and they're
Yeah,
the
Crystal
clean one.
Dick.
Do you remember when he flew around with that pumpkin around him? That was
Oh,
fantastic.
yeah. That was classic.
Sting was the bag of holding.
Dude, what he did with my god,
Oh,
M's
I
Crystal.
remember that story. He was the bag of holding. Like, oh,
Mm.
All right, moving on. Okay, so
Never
I
trust
see
my
this.
boy Jim again.
Kabir.
Mm.
The bad guy
I'm
is right there.
gonna look at Ragnar. I'm like, can you tie these ones up?
You don't want me to go do what I do?
Well, just take a look on these. I'm gonna take an eye out real quick, and I'm gonna look at him and be like, take an eye out. Never mind. And then I'm gonna dash real quick to get a look at the church.
How are you going around the windows or are you going inside?
I'm just gonna walk right through to get in.
So you're gonna walk right through the front door.
Yeah.
As you do, the Wraith turns immediately and looks right at you.
Once again, we want to thank you guys for listening to Freelance Heroism. We hope you're having just as much fun listening as we are playing. Visit us at facebook.com/freelanceheroism and leave us a like. If you want to see our adventures in comic form, The Professional illustrates our misadventures and more at 1d4rounds.com. And if you want to support us, consider donating. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Keep an eye out for rewards as we add them.
Our theme music is Nady Sade by Knit Your Own Scarf, used under the Creative Commons license. You can find a link in the show notes. Our cast includes me, Dees Cassius as Kavir the Professional, Rachel Moore as Adri the Wood Elf, Bubba Downs as Ragnik the Bold, Jake Sipple as Chunikote the Wayward Shaman, and of course, last but not least, our DM, David D. Walker.
Questions or comments? Send an email to freelanceheroismpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to give us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next week. In the meantime, the invoice is in the mail.